Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking. Today I'm going to be working on, and it's actually a multi-day process, I'm going to be working on an oven-baked beef brisket. This brisket actually is one we had butchered here about a year ago from Hitching Post Custom Meats up in Canasteo, New York. He did a fabulous job. Mike is an awesome guy. I'm going to include his info below this video. I'm using my own made rub with a couple local spices from Summer Kitchen Spice Company in Mifflinburg, PA. The one is hickory smoked black pepper and the other one is habanero hot salt. I did a vid right before this of making the rub. It's a universal rub you can use on about anything. It's a really nice one-stop go-to. So this is kind of my own mix, taken loosely off of other people's basic recipes, but you know, I kind of got mixed up my own. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare the brisket to basically get the dry rub on it and sit overnight, preparing it for the oven. Just look at that goodness. There's my dry rub and there's the brisket. And she's not a little brisket either. So to prepare my brisket for the rub, I'm just going to take a couple paper towels and pat this dry. Get the excess moisture off of it. This is a nice piece of, it's probably about a 5-pound piece here. So we've got most of the moisture off. Now comes the fun part. We are going to take this rub and generously just pat and massage this in. I like getting it all the nooks and crannies. This is going to make it so good. Make sure you get the sides good too. Okay, we have that pretty well covered. Now I'm going to wrap this tightly in aluminum foil a couple times, really good, and then we're going to put it in a pan to catch any juices that might escape while it marinades in the rub overnight. And I'm going to wrap it one more time. Like I said, I'm going to put this in a pan to catch any juices that might escape, and we're going to put this in the fridge to sit overnight. My oven is preheated to 300 degrees. What I did is I took a roasting pan with the rack, and then I put in 2 layers of foil to crisscross, because then we're going to take our brisket and place it in there and then loosely cover it with the foil, allowing a little air between the brisket and the foil. And I'm going to take the side with the fat cap, as much of the fat cap as there is up, which as you can see, that side, isn't that a beautiful piece of meat? It smells so good. And lay it in here like this. and I'm going to loosely temp it. Leave just a little bit of a vent here. I'm just going to leave a little vent on top like that. And before I put it in, I'm going to put a meat thermometer in because that's the next step. Now, I have the B4 digital thermometer. It's also Bluetooth. So I have the Grill app, Grill.5 app on my phone. This is so nifty. I'm going to put this probe into the thickest part of the meat. And like I said, loosely cover up. And then I can select the food. It's going to be beef and medium, and do it preset on the temperature. So this is a 4-pound brisket, and you're looking at doing it at 185. Well, you want to do it until it gets to 185 degrees internal temperature. So that's going to be about 5 hours, because it's an hour and 15 minutes per pound is what you figure. So for a 4-pound brisket, that's going to be 5 hours until it reaches roughly 185 degrees. At that point, we'll open up the foil and bake another hour until internal temperature is 200 to 202, and then let rest 30 minutes. But this app is really nice because I can be anywhere in the house and keep an eye on my brisket. So I'm going to put this in the oven and let her go. And the probe is just coming out of the oven into this, and of course this is what also is sending the signal to my phone. Okay, we reached 185, and I'm just going to show you here quick if I can see. Go to temp. I actually created my own thing here, my own entry for the next phase for a brisket, because at 185 here we're going to take it out and I'm going to pull the foil apart, and then we're going to put it back in and let it go until it hits our desired temp of 200 to 202 degrees. Oh, I wish you could smell this. Oh man, you guys ought to smell this, I'm telling you what. So there's the foil, and look at the juices. Look at those juices. Oh my, oh my. So I'm going to put it back in and let it go till it hits the desired temp. And there we go, guys. We hit the 200 mark. So what happens now is we take it out and we are going to let it rest 30 minutes. Here she is out of the oven. We're going to let it rest for 30 minutes. Made some nice bark on it, and then you know what comes next. And I'm not taking my probe out until it's completely rested. So I'm just going to say I really liked my B4 Bluetooth wireless meat thermometer, and it came with the digital console, and then it comes with 2 probes. There's the other probe in this nice little case, and it worked really well. And the nice thing was for me is that I could watch my meat from wherever. It had the alarm in case I would forget it, but I had it on my phone that was with me all the time, and man, you couldn't beat that. This shows you some of the features just on the back, but also you use it in conjunction with the Grill 5.0 app, and it worked great. So this is rested. Pull my probe out. And we will just gonna lift that out. Look at that. Look how moist and nice that is. And nice little bit of bark on it with a rub. Oh my. And you can just see, this is just glistening how nice that is. How moist. And pretty tender too. So, you know what comes next. So here it is in all its juicy glory. And I'm going to tell you that the rub does have some kick to it. But I'm just going to try a little piece here. Oh my God. The bark is so good. Even the end piece is tender. So good. Got some nice kick from that rub. And that's an easy way, takes some time, but that's an easy way to do a brisket in the oven. If you're doing brisket, you shouldn't be in a hurry anyway. The other thing is, there are numerous variations of doing it in the oven. Smoking is nice if you have that option, but a lot of people don't have that option. You can use liquid smoke in this, and for another one, I will probably do that to give it some more of that smoky flavor, but this rub really, really knocks it out of the park. It gives you that fabulous taste. So, that is my oven baked brisket with my rub, and don't be afraid of a brisket, it's delicious. I'm going to be doing my own corned beef brisket that gets brined for like a week, and that's in the process now. So, there you go. Nice, beautiful beef brisket.